Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to the incredible paradise. I am on the testing branch, and so we're going to have to go over some stuff that happens when you're playing on the testing branch. Not only do I get this fancy non-artwork, there are game bugs. And when you're on the testing branch and they do something new, sometimes it breaks things. So, first thing it broke, mess halls. I cannot make a great hall. If I put a water cooler in here to turn it from a mess hall into a great hall or any recreational building, it will say remove conflicting building. Bit of an issue, but we report the bugs, we tell them, hey, here's what we found, here's what's going on. Oh, now it's working. Huh. Interesting. So when I swear to God, there are like 3 different bug reports on this. What if we make the building bigger? What if we turn it size-wise? Because this is 64, this is the size of a mess hall. So that is too big to be a great hall. We need to remove 9 spaces. We'll just do that at random. Like I said, testing branch, we're going to do some testing as we're going. And now remove conflicting building. See, I wasn't crazy. So it's the size. Alright, let's remove that. We'll put this back in. Actually, I want these all to be granite because for some reason in this game, I like granite better for tiles. So yeah, I just want to remove that tile to make this room big again. At the same time, while we've been doing with that, I've got the kitchen made. So we have a spice grinder, we have a refrigerator, an accounts area over there, even though we've got a bit of naphtha to keep the cold in. And this should be just about down to deep freeze. I'm using the same cooling loop over here because this is all down to temperature. This is hardly ever closing anymore. So no reason not to do it. Okay, so you say missing recreational building. Let's put the water cooler back in. So it has to do with the size. That is interesting. Let's grab this bracket. All right, you... Asher. This isn't the only problem we're dealing with, but I figure we'll investigate it right now. And while we're waiting for them to build this, just another big shout out to all the wonderful viewers who post such great comments. It is just a pleasure each time a video goes up that there's so much engagement of people, you know, not just pointing out stuff that's wrong, but also coming up with great suggestions and ideas. And anybody who's having gameplay issues, definitely post it in the comments. Somebody on there will hop on and help you out. Oh, we got another. Oh, there was eggs. That's what happened. Missing recreational building, remove conflicting building. Let's put this tile back and see if it is just a size thing. I can have 2 smaller great halls, that's fine. Oh, and over here somewhere, yep, there's a Santa Pinchero. So this guy, one of these guys laid an egg, and it's over here. And then I've got the metal refinery going. It's using naphtha that I grabbed from my pool of naphtha up here. This is all nice and in a vacuum. All right. That's all great hall. Well, if that's it, we will add that to the bug report that it's the size of the great hall that matters. Okay, on to crash number 2. And just to make sure this one is still happening. New rocket. Yep, yes it is. You can't build rockets right now. And a quick reload later. Yeah, can't build rockets. I found that out down here. I was going to build a rocket battery box and it crashed. Thought I'd build one up here. That didn't work. This telescope is done. We look at the star map. We found a couple of planets. So we're there. Our teleporter goes here. And now we have tree planet with lots of water. And the radiation planet with even more water. Awesome. But what I want to deal with right now is power. I'm trying to save... I really wanted to save this ice and let it melt. It's really getting in my way. Anyway, we will deal with that shortly. Just to protect this cool box, I'm going to seal this area in. Oh, you froze. Oh, these went dormant. These went dormant and I have this set way too low. Oops. Alright, so let's set that to -8. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Okay, since these are dormant for 63 cycles, let's pump all the hydrogen out, then I can come clean this up. That was a mistake on my part. But now that I have naphtha, naphtha's really not good at transferring heat, right? Naphtha properties, thermal conductivity 0.2, and specific heat of 2. Polluted water 0.54. So yeah. Anyway, we'll pump all that out, then we can clean this up. Luckily, there's a little bit of water there to act as a vacuum seal, just in case. Ah, that's too bad. Well, while we're dealing with that, we can sweep all this up. Power. I want to use magma for power. And I figure we got all this nice magma up here. I can probably do a... That's about the bottom layer. I do something like that. I don't care if these ladders melt once I get around to letting this all fall over. Then I'll have the magma drop down and run some steam turbines. So that's my project for today. And we'll see how well I screw it up. Because I apparently have to clean up a bunch of frozen ice and polluted ice. Oh, and this needs active cooling. Yeah, I got a lot of piping to clean up. Alright, let this pump down, we'll get that cleaned up, and then I'll start working on the magma. But now that I've got a metal refinery, I have tungsten. So if I go into my refined metals, tungsten, stuff that won't melt. I don't have any steel. And I don't have any refined carbon. I haven't even made lime yet. So still continuing along my path of not using steel in this playthrough except for things that require it. I haven't even made any yet. Oh, I'm getting all this prep. What temperature does naphtha freeze at? -50. Okay, so I can fill this pipe up with naphtha and that will work fine. And I happen to have a pipe right here for it. Pipe I used to fill the metal refineries. And I don't need that anymore. This one's not running because I don't have power for it. Yeah, I can hook that up to there. I've got naphtha left. 19. That's not going to be enough. We're going to need more naphtha. You enable auto bottle. And I figure I might as well kill the puffs that are in here before they turn into polluted oxygen and kill everything. And we'll seal that in. I might as well see if I can use the spice grinder. Do I have salt? No, I don't. Okay. What else can I do? Boost to piloting abilities. Well, I don't have many fungal spores. I don't have any water weed. I have a little bit of slime. Because my puffs have been making some slime. How much slime do I have? 288 kilograms, and this uses 3 per. Why not? We got blossoms. Oh, it turns the color of that different. But we got blossom seeds, we got barbecue, we got slime. Might as well do something with it. And there's my newest dupe, who is super slow. And because I have 12 dupes and I have enough room for 12 comfy beds, we can do that. And actually, I want to get rid of this extra set of tanks. We don't need those. I just want to dump you over here. And all that will get dumped in here. Eventually the Santa shell will hatch, and it's cold enough in here that it's killing most of the food poisoning germs already. And hopefully this doesn't crash the game. They've added a repaint feature, so when you build... When you paint canvases or make statues, you can repaint them and turn them into different designs. But that has crashed the game a couple of times, so we're not going to do it. I just want the artwork for right now. Turn these into proper bedrooms. Somewhere I've got a decorator with a level 1 skill, and so it made a nasty... Oh, these guys didn't get wrangled. So I made a nasty statue. I went to repaint the statue and it, yeah, had issues. Ooh, I am low on barbecue. But we just killed a bunch of things. Yeah, they can keep eating lice loaf. Right now they're not eating berry sludge because I want to make more of it. I see. And I think they named the paintings. Yeah, behold the fork. So they've now got names on the painting. Shelf life with bar. Oh, I'm so glad they put names on them. Now I want to build the other. Put these in, see what the names of these paintings are. And we'll sweep up a bit. And now what do we got? We have free trip kilo. Yep. Oh, I'm so glad they put names on these. That's just hilarious. Even the statues have names. Well, the developers are definitely adding more stuff to the game, and thank you for that. If we got to deal with some bugs on the testing branch, I'm okay with it. Because if I find the bugs and they fix it before you guys get them, then that is just better for everyone. Yeah, I'm not sure if this idea is going to work or not, but if I drop the magma down over here, use one of the auto drilling systems to suck the heat out of it. And my thinking is I can make this into a steam room to store all that heat, just so I can regulate it down so that I don't melt everything. So if I make all this out of tungsten and wolframite, then I should be okay. And lots of obsidian. So you definitely need a... Oh, does this need to be tungsten or can I go with cobalt? This side is going to be magma temperature, but this side I'll regulate. I might end up with a chunk of solid cobalt in here. This can be copper, but my automation wire will be tungsten. Yeah, so all my wire and all this stuff will be made out of tungsten on the Magma side. Maybe I'll be okay. That could have been very bad if I accidentally used up all of my wolframite making tungsten, then I wouldn't have any wolframite to make the doors out of. Luckily I caught that before I used it all. I mean, I've got more. Maybe I have more? I don't think I have any more. Well, then I'm very glad I caught it. I'll take some free food. I mean, my food seems to be holding. I'm not eating the berry sludge, so mostly we're still eating the lice loaf. And we're getting a bit of meat out. Could probably just go and kill a bunch of these hatches and have plenty of barbecue. Ooh, a cuddle pip. Hello, cuddle pip. Too bad I don't have any food for you, otherwise I'd ranch you. Okay, let's see, how close am I on this naphtha? I actually want to send one blob of it over here to cool this once I get it built. So let's increase the priority. Yeah, I'm gonna need more. Right, let's grab one blob. Turn off the auto bottle. And then you should come here and stop. Or I have an automation wire on here because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, but if I deconstruct that pipe, it should also drop. Just the way I planned it. So you got an overheat temperature of 125, but your melting temperature is way up there, so you won't melt. And I am low on obsidian. Hopefully Mafic will be good enough. I think I gotta clean all this stuff out of here. So, sorry, Sweetles, you guys are all dying. Can't really think of a quick way of sweeping other than just massive priority. That's probably what we're gonna have to do. And then I can build the steam room around. Gotta come up with some way of cooling these, though. I'll get there. So what I'm thinking about now is I can cool these steam turbines using this cooling exploit. And I can run a pipe through there. But how do I get the heat from here over to here? And I think I'm going to go with shipping rails. Actually, I can even do that. Now, there is some risk of that melting. But if I have this room full of 1,000 kilos of steam pressure, run shipping rail through it. Ooh, I can even have the shipping rail come through here. That's why I put that metal tile there. I would just make that one out of wolframite. Just so I don't risk melting it. I just don't have very much of it. Like that. You then come out. I can then have the shipping rails run through the steam room to keep it all nice and hot. And that way I'm moving 20 kilos per, and I don't have to wait for the temperature to move around. Yeah, then I want to do it where I drive the heat from one side to the other. And then it can go back through. There. Something like that. And then you get insulated, and I clean the rest of this up. Well, I've not seen that before. There's the sand shell cleaning the water around it. I mean, it's cold water and it's food poisoning germs are dying anyway, but it does actually have an animation for cleaning. See, this room is now full, so I can start to get water over here with my monstrosity of piping. Just make, even though I know it's disconnected up there, all the way down to here. Disconnect you. Alright, so I can now connect that pipe to that pipe to that pipe. It's a mess. And you out to in. Sure, it's not going to go anyplace weird. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so I don't want this to be completely full, but I want to get at least up to that layer, which is going to take a while. And now that this is down to a vacuum, we can get all this piping and stuff put in. I definitely think I need to train up another mechatronics engineer. Next dupe I hire, we'll make sure they're an operator. Alright, that part is now done. We can do this. Probably that. Seal the whole thing in. I've still got to run a pipe for the hydrogen, but I can do that in a bit. I've got 47 cycles till that produces hydrogen, so definitely going to have to run that manually. Good, that popped out the right way. So now we can hook up the water pipe. And we'll just call that amount. Good. Yep. Probably more water than I need. But this water is touching that temp shift plate, so that should help flash it all to steam. This will store all the heat. Now I need conveyor loader. And power. Still thinking copper ore is probably the best on that. But like all big projects, this has definitely taken a lot longer in the real world and even quite a bit of length on the time for me to make a video. So I think I will get the rest of this piping and hydrogen moved in offline. And then next episode, I'm going to have a dupe dig from the top and just come all the way down and crack. Might even crack that diagonally. Not sure much matters, but yeah. So thank you all very much for watching. This is definitely turning into an interesting little area over here, trying to keep everything running, but I think it's going to work. And I hope you all just have an absolutely wonderful day. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for all the nice comments. And hopefully, it's the weekend in reality when I'm recording this, so I probably won't see a game update until next week, but by the time you watch this, that will have already happened. So hopefully, by the time you watch this, they'll have released some updates to fix some of the bugs.